Hey everyone, and welcome to the video. I'm North Central. We are among the tombstones. We're on location here at the Fairview Cemetery, just outside Morgantown, West Virginia. This is a smaller cemetery. Find a Grave says there's somewhere around 300 memorials or so. But it also says that this was established in the 1700s, closer to the 1700 mark. So there should be quite a few more burials here than memorials. So let's go right over here we're in the older section of the cemetery here. There are some Revolutionary soldiers. Really an interesting place. But let's go ahead and get busy. So this is up here at the very beginning of the cemetery. Some of the newer graves, so to speak. 1972 burials, there's the 1937. So old kind of with the new a little bit. The Hall monuments here. Here's the Jolliffe monument. And here's a World War flag holder with a very tattered flag. I may replace that. But this is the Jolliffe, husband Clarence and them. So the Clarence Jolliffe family has bequeathed the sum of $10,000 for the perpetual care of this cemetery back in 1976. Then you have some of these really old stones like this. I don't know if you can really read these or not. Maybe if you tried and you cleaned them off a little bit, you could. This one's starting to lean a little bit this way. Just some old stuff. This one's been laying face down for a long time. I can't really make anything out there, really. One that's off its stand. February 1852. This is L.M. Jolliffe. Died 1898. Mary Morgan, Wilson, some more little ones. And boy, this thing right here is really come to. Let's walk on the other side of this big old bush. Back over here is where a lot of the interesting stuff is. Of course, there's these here that have fallen over. That one took the base and all right on over. That one's fallen off the base. Very interesting stones here. Old stones. Many of these, I mean, Haley. You know, if you stenciled it or something like that, you could probably read it. Since I don't do stuff like that, you know. $1775 Patriot SAR right here. So really the reason that I'm here is I'm looking for upright marble or granite veteran headstones, and I'm going to be treating them with wet and forget. Oh, looky here. Revolutionary soldier Evan Morgan, placed by the Colonel John Evans chapter of the DAR, that's Daughters of the Revolutionary War. I wonder if that's actually Evan Morgan. I can't, it's so faded. I'm trying to read it in the camera. It's very difficult. There's some old graves here, guys. Old graves. all the ones that are pushed over. There's so much history here. It's really a shame to see this. A lot of these stones are still good. Look at this one. Here's just the foundation of it just busted out and gave way. It needs a new foundation. It could probably be put right back. I wish they could find somebody to do this, but I'm kind of busy with my own stuff. Okay, and here's another one here, a little one that could go right back into its base, right there, right. And this one right here, look how cracked and tore up that one is. Very interesting place. This is one, it's probably on its back. I can't read anything. This one's on its front. Here's the base. This actually broke. Wow. If you want to, you clean that up and read it. So much. And I don't really think this is vandalism. This is just age. And the ground, moving. I mean, look at this one here. James Rogers, infant son of Isabel and James M. Henderson. His life, May 27th, 1847. Aged 1 month and 22 days, I believe it says. It's a shame. But look at all these marble stones that are down in the ground, and they're just everywhere. But you see, this is the base, right? Or maybe this stone's broken. That stone's broken. A lot of these bases are on the edge like this, and they just come off. This base here is all busted up. All these headstones just pushed right over. Here's one. Revolutionary soldier Philip Smell, 1758 to 1835, placed by the Colonel John Evans chapter of the DAR. That's just a stone that was etched on, right? Make out the P right there. There's other writing here too. What an awesome piece of history. This one's on its back. That one's completely fell over. We do have another right here, and then we have a couple upright stones. This is cool. So it's not a federal stone, but it is a World War II flag marker. Right here is an upright stone. Lindsay Cox, Company G, 14 West Virginia Infantry. Still looks like it's in good shape. It needs to be leveled and plumbed. And then there's another one over here. And this one you can't read at all. I can make out the shield, right? I can make out the shield, but I can't make out the letters. That's a shame. That one definitely needs leveled. It's pushed way back. Back here's a lot more. We'll go over this way. There's one right over here. right in front of the truck. That's the other upright that we're gonna be spraying. Look at all these old stones. Oh, look how broken up this one is. Goodness. Got a private school over here to the left of us. You can really make out the Masonic symbol on this one. But that's about all you can make out. See the Masonic symbol there? A lot of times you can make out things a lot better, but not this time. She's fallen. Let's go up here and look at this other stone. If you notice, we haven't seen a lot of federal plaques or nothing. J.W. Keeley, Company 114, West Virginia Infantry. The big piece of, I don't know if that's concrete or if that's a rock. Put it in that though. When I drove up here, that was the first thing that I saw. So I knew I was interested in the place. Got a new burial here. New work burial, maybe I should say. Here we got some stones in the ground. That one right there is very new. In case you don't know, if it's less than 5 years, the burial, that is, I don't film it. I just think that is too soon, so to speak. So anything that is (2018) below, here we go. This is kind of neat. I like when they do this. This is nice. They incorporate the plaque onto a stone, which is really cool. Charles Kenneth Frum, Tech 3, U.S. Army, World War II. September 30th, 1924, November 16th, 2003. And this makes it last so much longer, getting it up off the ground and not being flat, right? Getting it up. So much longer. Here's another one. Wilbur Willis Yeager, PFC, U.S. Army, World War II, November 18th, 1921, October 2nd, 2001. Here's another one. James Hamilton Yeager, SSG, Staff Sergeant, U.S. Army, Vietnam, 1949, 2014. Somebody left a little bracelet for him. And some blueberries, lots of little blueberries around. Lots of little blueberries. I say blueberries. They're off this tree. See the berries? Okay. And guys, that's really all the plaques that I see as far as veterans go. But it was really interesting to see all the older graves and stuff up there, and the Revolutionary soldiers. It looks like here they're planning on digging a grave. See the four posts. So let's get everything set up. We'll get the wet and forget, and we'll get to doing this. I saw one over here. I wanted to share it with you guys. It was killed during the Civil War. I don't know if he was a soldier or not, but so you guys have heard me talk about the Jones raid. If you've done any of these at all with me up in this area. Andrew Johnson, killed by rebels near Ridgedale under General Jones on their raid through this county, April 30th, 1863. Age 31 years, 4 months. So he was killed by Confederate soldiers, cavalry, under General Jones on the Jones raid that came up through this area. Just a few months before this area became split away from Virginia and actually became a state. That is very interesting. Just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, guys, so that's going to be pretty much another one in the books. There's still burials that go on here. This is the Fairview Cemetery. There is a Fairview church, Methodist church right down the road here. I'm assuming that they're a part of this. I'm assuming. But what an interesting place. A lot of history here. Revolutionary soldiers, Civil War soldiers, just regular citizens that were killed by Confederate rebels during the Jones raid. Interesting place, a lot of history here. But it's time to get out of here now. This little cemetery has done what it's done. Treated the stones that we needed to treat. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.